We are here, guys. We are here. We are here. We are here. Welcome back to the channel. What's going on, my sexy YouTubers? So today we're gonna be talking about Candace Owens and Team Pool and the whole G-Bams that is happening right now, guys. I wanna take you guys into what it looks to me that is another rant from Team Pool, and we're gonna be looking at his actual live stream right now, and I actually wanna check if everything that he's saying is factual. I actually want to take a live a live commentating review of his show. Don't go anywhere. 1 second. I think we got it. I think we got it. Let's take a look at what we got. Let me see what we got right here, because I'm a little bit concerned with Team Pool right now. Okay, I'm a little bit concerned with Team. So Team, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got today. Let's go live.
Jamie, do you want to shout anything out?
You can. My podcast is Hate to Break It to You. It comes out every Monday at 1 p.m. Also, just my Instagram is the Jamie Kennedy. I'm on X Jamie Kennedy. Just look for there. Thank you so much.
I'll take it from here, Jamie. Hey man, I just want to talk about energy. I'm talking about subatomic, the cymatic vibration of reality.
And you don't. It refers to a state of being overwhelmed by multiple tasks, diseases, or problems. This shocking revelation that the U.S. military was involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination. What do y'all?
Buddy.
Fantastic.
Here we go. Right here. Right here. Let's listen to this.
Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and our military was involved. I can't wait to share this information with you guys today. The commentator, who has more than 5.6 million YouTube subscribers and the 10th ranked podcast on Spotify, said the.
So right there's a problem right here with Team when he make this comment, okay? And then my take, okay, as a regular individual, as a civilian in the United States, I got to tell you something that when he start bringing numbers and he start bringing Spotify numbers and subscription numbers, and of course Candace Owens is much popular than Team, it gives me the notion. It gives me the notion that there's some type of jealousy. There's some type of motive behind the whole story that he's putting together. Okay, and yes, we're not talking about Candace yet. We're talking about Team. So let's see what he got.
Scoop came to her just hours after she went to church and prayed for the final piece to be revealed. Her prayer was immediately answered, she said. In the very first email she saw in her tip inbox right before going to sleep, she did not share more details. Her claim comes after.
I think by making these comments about, because she can say whatever she wants to say, but he's trying to delegitimize what Candace Owens actually was saying on her statement. So I don't know, let's see.
Owens has spent the past 3 months sharing conspiracy theories about the killing of Kirk. Those include claims Kirk was killed by pro-Israel henchmen who were upset he was starting to have rational thoughts about Israel in the months before his death, as well as the claim billionaire activist Bill Ackman made threats against Kirk for his apparent shift away from Israel. And then we have this tweet from Sarah Fields. According to Candace Owens, this is who to blame for the assassination of Charlie Kirk based on her own public statements on X and on her podcast, I've Kept Track. Okay.
Okay, now he's bringing another content creator tweet post in regards to he's trying to pass this post as some type of news or information or evidence into his podcast. I'm kind of confused about this. I want to take a look at it. I want to make sure that he is using enough judgment when he brings something to his show, because this is something that content creators have to make sure that everything that we put in our videos are not just fluff that we find on the internet. Okay, but let's see.
French government, including Emmanuel Macron and Brigitte Macron, the French Foreign Legion, 13th Brigade, the Gendarmerie Intervention Group, Israel, Israeli operatives, and Benjamin Netanyahu, Jewish donors, the U.S. government, feds, and the FBI, the deep state, the CIA, Turning Point USA executives and leadership, including Tyre Boyer and Andrew Colvett, Erica Kirk, yes, his wife, Blake Neff, Pastor Rob McCoy, Josh Hammer, Pierre De.
Okay, so he's gonna go over the whole tweet. Okay, got it. We understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to make a mockery of Candace Owens. Good. I mean, if that's the intent of this video, cool. I got it. that gets you views, 100%.
There are only three possible reasons for her nonsense. Either she's evil, mentally ill, or a complete grifter. Which is it? Because a truth teller is not even on the table anymore. So, gentlemen, this shocking revelation that the U.S. military was involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination, what do y'all think?
They missed a partridge in a pear tree.
Ah, yes.
It sounds like
The
she
partridge in a
finally
pear tree.
figured it out. I don't know. It sounds like she was making fun of Brigitte Macron, and then the French government threatened her life, and now she's just terrified and just doing what she does more because that's
Yeah, I got to tell you the truth, guys. It is very easy to attack someone when they're not present. Okay, very, very easy to attack someone when they're not present. This is one of the things that I always tell people, about me. If I have something to say about you, I will tell you in front of you, and if I'm about to say something behind your back about you, I will shoot you a message or give you a call to, hey, I'm talking about you, like 100%. 100%. That's one of the things, because your word and your how can I say this? This is part of who you are. That will tell people that, hey, this guy means business, or this woman means business. That's kind of sad from these guys, because it looks like team has a pool of good people. You got this guy right here and two other guys. They seem very legit. I don't see why there's. I don't know. Let's keep going.
made her a lot of money and got her adulation, and her fans tell her they love her.
I have to read this from, what does that say, Metafrost? Tim Pool can't pronounce French words. Agreed.
Is that huh?
I can't pronounce that word. I can't say French things. I can say le chat est sur la table. That's about as close as I'll get to saying anything in French.
I wonder if crackhead Candace will eventually get around to blaming Tyler Robinson for the murder of
No,
One second,
I
one second.
already figured.
One
I
second.
can say le
What you
chat
say?
est sur la table. That's about as close as I'll get to saying anything in French.
I wonder if crackhead Candace will eventually.
Crackhead Candace. This is news for me. This is news for me. What we're seeing right now in social media is very unprecedented. And let me tell you something. This is the type of situation that is going to affect elections. It's going to affect the conservative community. It's going to affect Christians. It's going to affect Jewish. It's going to affect all kind of conservative. I will say right side people. Because after we got such a great victory in the elections in 2024. Look at where the pawns are right now. These are the pawns of the elections. Your social media, your influencers. This is the people that brings people together, and they're just attacking each other for no freaking reason. I don't know.
Eventually get around to blaming Tyler Robinson for the murder of
No,
Charlie
guys,
Eventually,
I already
like,
figured
do
this
you think
out.
she'll get there?
I already figured this out. Do you know what the end of the season finale of this season is going to be? It's going to be Charlie Kirk was responsible for the assassination of Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Oh, he planted it.
It's like it just goes all the way around until it just creates like an Ouroboros.
Traveled from the past to the future, and shot himself because he was tired of dealing.
I don't necessarily want to say too.
Let me tell you something. This is a funny joke. All the people that are watching Tim right now are like, ha 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 ha, that's funny. It's not funny. I don't think it's funny. But these guys don't have writers like in SNL, where you get writers that give you great jokes with crazy punchlines. He's not a comedian. This guy is not a Cat Williams, nothing like that. They're doing their thing, but yeah, I don't know.
Soon, because we're kind of just making fun of Candace being crazy, but I would expect her to go that far. The U.S. military, the French Foreign Legion, Israel.
If you
men in maroon
accuse
shirts.
enough people, eventually something will be right.
Well, my theory is. Do you guys know what Three Stooges syndrome is?
No.
You familiar with this one? Three Stooges. And let me pull this up for
Listen
you
to
because
this,
we
guys.
talked about it on the show
Yeah,
before.
I heard that before.
Richie knows what I'm talking about. Three Stooges syndrome It refers to a state of being overwhelmed by multiple tasks, diseases, or problems so that nothing gets done. And I have an image that I can show you explaining exactly what this is. Let me just pull this one up and zoom in for you.
What an episode I came on.
Here you go. It's demonstrated by this doctor who took oversized novelty germs and tried to push them all through a single door at once, and they all get stuck and can't get in. Thus was why Mr. Burns had every notable disease but wasn't dying. My theory is that Candace Owens is engaging in what we would call Three Stooges syndrome as for defamation. She's trying to defame as many people as possible so that when they all file the lawsuits at the same time, the courts will be overwhelmed and they won't actually be able to finish any of the trials until 40, 50 years from now.
Yeah, I don't think. By the way, nice hat this guy has on his head. Nice. Wait a second. Do I have the same? Oh, he has a different one. I need to get me that hat, by the way. So this is what I think about Candace Owens, okay? And I want you guys to tell me in the comment section below if I am right or not, what you think about it. But what I think about Candace Owens, what she is doing right now, okay? She is getting lots of information. She's getting lots and lots of information. And this information to her and to her team, because I'm pretty sure that she does have a team, it looks very legit, okay? And I think that the team is being a little bit careless when it comes to process that information, okay? And then and they are using that information to push. And listen to what I'm about to say, guys, because this is gonna make more sense than what these guys are doing right now. So they're using that information to create all this content that they're creating. You know, they're saying that, oh, the military was involved, this and that, this and that, this and that. And what she's doing is from the beginning, and she tells you, you know, I have proof of that. You know, I have proof of that. So she's collecting all this information that she's receiving. She's going through a process of veto. That's how you call it. She's going through a process where she kind of confirms the source to be legitimate. Okay, she's trying to confirm the legitimacy of this information, right? That she's receiving, and she's making videos on that information. So she is not wrong. Okay, she is not wrong. She's not telling you that this is coming from me. I am saying this. Everything that she's been saying on the videos is like, this is what I got. This is their news that I got. So she's pretty much telling you allegedly, without telling you the words allegedly, because we know, you know, people that watches conservative media, you know that when somebody's telling you allegedly, that could be good, true or false. That could be good or bad. But she's saying to you, and it's just, I'm telling you, I've seen this game many, many times. They go there, they bring some information, and I got a report in the context that she said that she went to the church and she prayed to God and got answers to her, you know. And she got the answer from God. She can use that in court to say, no, those are not my words. God told me about that. You know, you're trying to sue her. Oh, no. Wait a second. I'm not the one saying that the military, that the U.S. military was, she's probably watching this video. I'm not the one saying that the military attempted to kill Charlie Kirk 17 times before. I received a paper. I received legitimate information. That's what I'm thinking. That I think 100%. I can tell. Well, 99%. I can tell you that is her game plan, and it's getting her views. It's getting her monetized. It's getting her a bunch of money, and a bunch of attention. You know, when to the point where she's able to like pretty much put people on notice. You know, like, oh, you want to bring me like turning point, the actual turning point. I mean, Jessica Kirk, she's dealing. I think Jessica Kirk is Charlie's wife's, the deceased Charlie Kirk. She's on Turning Point USA, and Turning Point is turning to her and saying, "Hey, let's have a debate. Let's talk on the table. What are you saying?" They know what she's doing. I'm telling you what she's doing. Okay, she's telling you allegedly. I believe this is happening. You know this. Anyway, let's get back to Tim.
You know, this topic is just, you know, the Charlie Kirk death. I don't know if you were very close with him.
I wouldn't say very close.
It rocked me to my core.
Really?
I knew nothing about him other than he was a political guy.
Yeah.
And to see that image and the video absolutely twisted me up.
Let me tell you something, guys. I've been to war. I've seen people getting shot. Okay, people being bleeding and things like. I mean, crazy stuff. You know, and when I was watching the live stream, when I think I was watching somebody was live streaming, and I was watching. I think it was either TikTok or YouTube, something like that. They were streaming there, and then I saw what happened. You know, and one of the things that caught my attention was that I can see that towards the end there were news about the children running to his father when that happened. And when I saw that, man, I was like, oh my God, you know, that was very, 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 very sad what happened. And there's no doubt that we got the shooter. There's no doubt that the guy was the one that shot him. There's no doubt that that the guy received some type of help from who we don't know yet. I will put my trust and confidence in the law, in the United States law to investigate, and then the law enforcement to investigate and come up with the answers for everybody. Because let me tell you something. Doesn't matter what you think about Charlie Kirk. His death was tragic, and nobody should die. Nobody should die like that. You know, it was very sad. You know. So anyway, let's get back.
So it's horrible what happened to him, and I've talked about it a lot.
Yeah. How would you describe yourself politically? Like, not really that political or anything?
I was never political, and I became politicized because I did a movie called Roe v. Wade. And by doing that movie, I was put in 2021, and they said I was a right winger.
Really?
And I did nothing other than be in a movie about abortion. And through that movie, I had learned a lot about abortion and Planned Parenthood.
I'm gonna tell you something about abortion, okay? That people kind of forget about this, okay? And I want to tell you something for Democrats out there that you are, because I'm pretty sure that some Democrats watches my show. During the Kamala Harris campaigning in 2024, 2023, 2024, there was an event where they brought to one of her rallies a Hot Wheel, how you call it, a bus that was going to be performing this type of abortions at her rally. And the target audience, listen to what I'm saying. The target audience for that bus was African American women. And that, to me, it tasted like shit to me, okay? Because just seeing that the Democratic Party was putting all their eggs in that basket, okay? And then it is crazy that, just imagine that Donald Trump comes out and say, hey, I'm going to do a 4th of July, and I'm going to put an abortion, a mobile abortion clinic, and then all the African American women are more than welcome. Put them to the front of the line. That would be crazy, but people don't understand that. People fail to realize what is actually happening in front of their eyes. I mean, is just crazy.
How it started, Margaret Sanger, all the other things that came up with it, and I did an interview with a paper called The Daily Beast. I'm just an actor and a comedian, bro. I didn't know anything. I didn't know there was left and right and all these agendas. You hear about it.
Yeah.
And then they said all of this stuff, and I was like, well, that's not true about me. That's not true. And so then I was kind of demonized through that one article, and then it started. And then through COVID, I started like voicing my opinion. But I consider myself a dude who's just, I don't know, normal, which is in the middle, common sense. But now I don't know what I am.
This is
this is a big problem for not just for him, but for many people in America that cannot identify 100% with a being conservative or being liberal. Like in my case, I don't consider myself to be super right winging MAGA Proud Boys kind of thing. I don't consider myself to be left winging. Kamala Harris, let's go to the abortion clinic, to the mobile abortion clinic. I consider myself some guy with common sense that loves to talk about politics and make common sense of the events that happen in America. And I'm damn right more than able and capable and allowed to make this type of remarks after defending the Constitution and our freedoms for the majority part of my life. So let me tell you something, people. Let me tell you something. I think being in the middle is one of the best things ever. And for the last, I don't know, 8, 12 years, I got to tell you that I identify very with the right side, the conservative side, with the Republican side, just because they are the people that are making more sense. I mean, when Biden was in office, I have multiple homes, right? All my homes are financed with an APR of like 3 point something. The one that I purchased under the Biden administration, a Democrat, is financed like at a 5%. And I have to buy my points, and I keep saying that to people. Gasoline prices was like $5 a gallon. Right now, yesterday, it was $3.11 premium a gallon. And sometimes I get it at $2.90 something. I don't know, guys. Just, common sense.
Still normal, but it's
right.
Normal people in a crazy world look crazy.
This is the where most of us are, right? Like Ian's not a conservative by any.
That's a good statement. Normal people in a crazy world looks crazy. That's a good statement.
Stretch of the imagination. In fact, anybody who met him today would be like, he's kind of nuts. But they'll call him right wing for simply being on this show. They'll call me right wing for simply. It's exactly as you described.
Yeah, it's like there's just common sense things, and if you question, the thing is that we should be able to talk about everything, and we should question everything. And when you are not allowed to question something, and you're labeled, that's insane to me. So I say, don't be loyal to a label; be loyal to logic.
Yeah, that's amazing. Be loyal to logic. That is amazing. Don't be loyal to Republicans or Democrats.
So
I mean, be loyal to your moral compass, if I can say that. Logic, moral compass, beliefs, something like that.
I don't care what party you are, what religion you are. After Charlie Kirk, I said this on my podcast, a lot has changed for me. And I don't care about gender, religion, democratic affiliation. I care if you're a good person or not. And I think that's a big thing that people have to understand. And they're going to go, well, what does that mean? I think just common sense of being a good person.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that watch this podcast that are going to basically be like, oh, well, duh, Phil. But the situation that we're in now is if you say things that step out of line with the left, they just essentially say you're right wing.
Let me tell you something, guys. It should not be that way, okay? As I was growing up, the Democrats, the left, was the party of reason and the party of acceptance. I remember how some of my family members and friends and colleagues, they were so drawn to that party because of the acceptance and then the goodness of the people there. But for whatever reason, the left has turned into a brainwash dumpster where everybody who is on that dumpster, it just get evil by default, guys. And if you don't agree with everything that they have to say, you're either crazy or X, Y, and Z. They call you nuts. They call you crazy, nasty words, and it doesn't matter. Something else I want to say. Most of the times that you see all these people, it's always the same subjects. The same individuals. It's that mom that doesn't want to pay for her food and goes to a debit card to pay for that for food, and that debit card has no money, and she tries to eat it, in front of the hostess, and or is the purple hair girl, and then sorry to say that, who is crazy, crazy, crazy looking. Most of the times they're not pretty at all, and then I'm just saying, and and he tries to call everybody a bigot for whatever reason, or the group of younger individuals or younger girls who are calling everybody, uh, uh, how you call it? They used to call Andrew Tate that misogynist, but they don't know how to define the act. So
And it doesn't matter how many issues it is. It doesn't matter if it's a lot of issues or just one of the issues they hold dear.
But bro, let me say this. I love that you're promoting your album through this whole thing. Hilarious.
Cheers.
Is that it's changing, and Hollywood is way more common sense than people realize. They just don't want to say it because they don't want to fuck their money up. But their money is changing because more people are like, this is too much.
Well,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're getting back to normalcy, which I would consider an 80s movie.
You know, one thing you said
Those were
is-
great.
Yeah.
Some of the best movies ever made. Why
Yeah.
aren't we making more of those?
Exactly. Well,
Bring
we'll
me
get-
to Sherman, Illinois.
Exactly. Like making loud comedies and just that type of stuff. So it is changing.
Where's Groundhog Day? You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yes.
Isn't it like I love this point
Correct.
because it's one of the greatest movies ever made. It's not a big budget. It's literally just a comedian staff on site.
let me move a little
And
bit
our
forward.
staff opened fire. Whoa. Tim
Right here,
Pool's
right
brother tried to kill him. Like, whoa. That's the world they live in. My buddy Robbie Mann. Robbie, I know you're listening. He was like, dude, it's like a mystery drama, man. Like, I gotta watch every episode. It's like you don't know what's gonna happen next. You know, I don't take it that seriously. And I was like, dude, these are real people. She is using as puppets in her soap opera. Aaron McIntyre, in an interview with Tate earlier this morning, he said, you are not a real person. You are a character in her drama. And her audience don't see you as a real person. They see you as a fictional character. They don't understand this is real life. And someone just fired shots at our property. And now Candace.
Yeah, that's something that I have to say. You know, where people have to take responsibility of the content that they're putting out there. Okay, I'm gonna be very honest with you. And everything is a business. When you start making this type of money, and you're thinking in your brain, hey, I am 35 years old. I am married with 4 kids. I want to get a good living. I want to get a retirement. And you start seeing that influx of money coming, and then you know that the recipe of making these videos that are going to earn you a lot of money. You keep pumping that content over and over and over and over and over because you're trying to make as much money as you can. And of course, she's a smart woman, smart man, and smart family and team around her. So they're trying to make as much money as they can with the content that they have available right now. And it's happening, guys. You are seeing, I mean, this girl is making millions of dollars every single month. And she's doing it because she's trying to lock in her safeguard, her safety. Okay. And that has put me to think about something, and is what if, okay, allegedly, what if something like this is, if something bad, very, very big, very, very bad is about to happen, okay? And she's aware of this very, very bad, very, very big thing that is about to happen. And she's making money to secure herself and the safety of her loved ones. I mean, I'm telling you, remember that I say this on this channel. Who knows?
This makes a thumbnail with my picture on it, Kash Patel, and a mystery person silhouette saying, who benefited from Charlie Kirk's assassination?
We should pull
That was the
thumbnail.
purpose.
Oh, sorry to interrupt, but also her face. I put this up.
That was
before
funny.
because Who benefited the most? And it's her face really big on the thumbnail, and then it's
Yeah,
like Tim
you
and
know what?
Cash
That
next
just
to her.
gave me.
But no one's going to
an
assume
idea.
that's her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know it would be silly, but I mean, she's like, who benefited the most? Candace Owens will tell, and it's like, we'll tell you. And then a couple other smaller pictures was like, who benefited the most? Candace.
Yeah, this is what she did.
Who's benefited?
The billion-dollar question, who
Oh,
stood
here
to
we
benefit
go.
from Charlie Kirk's assassination? And mystery person, Tim Pool and Kash Patel.
And Candace
don't-
Owens, like the biggest, most prominent picture in that title is Candace.
It is accidentally hilarious. you know.
And like
She did.
subconsciously, maybe even I'm not like she intended to make it seem like she was the one that benefited the most, but I mean,
She did.
it's her face right next to the question.
I'm
Big.
not even sure, how does Kash Patel benefit by having the press coverage of solving the actual crime by finding the actual murderer of Charlie Kirk? Like, is that how he stands to gain here?
It helps his career.
Well, so
Yeah, by
here's
finding the actual murderer of Charlie Kirk. Yeah.
so what she'll end up saying is, no, the thumbnail just represents what the show is. It has nothing to do with the title or the billion-dollar question, right? In reality, we're not stupid. We know exactly what she's doing. The billion-dollar question is the thumbnail. Who stood to benefit from Charlie Kirk's assassination? If it wasn't meant to imply I or Cash, she wouldn't have included the silhouette.
Let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you something that is happening all the time, and then that we're seeing this over and over and over, coming over and over again when it comes to these things. And is that, I don't think it's 100% coming from her. I think, that her team, she has a team of people that put a video together, that, they develop the thumbnail, which is what they're talking about. They develop the title, SEO proof. They develop the story, the tags, so YouTube can get that video and then distribute that video to people that are looking for things like that. So don't just blame her, okay? The algorithm, YouTube's algorithm is feeding you guys, feeding me too, that type of video. Why? Because we are drawn and attracted by that type of video. So let's not just put the blames on Candace, okay? It's a machine.
Silhouette man with the question mark. She would have shown people that she would have shown Turning Point USA individuals, people she actually claimed were benefiting.
She's striking that pose.
That's
that
the-
anime pose.
That's the Nicola okay boomer pose.
Bro, this is crazy. I just want to stress this. She said there was a shooting committed by my brother. Like, that's wild. In fact, that is a false statement of fact. That is a psychotic false statement of fact. My brother never committed a shooting that I claimed I survived.
So what are you gonna do?
Okay, so right now what we're seeing, okay, I want to make sure, I want to be very, very open to you guys. What we're seeing right now with this guy is they are just, he's doing too much. He's doing too much. Let me move it out of the way. Let me make sure that you guys can see this. He's doing too much. He's doing too much. Okay. I mean, he sounds agitated. He sounds like, something is, nah, come on, man. You have done worse than that.
Well, I'm not supposed to legally say.
Okay.
Everyone knows what that means.
Because that means
So in
you're gonna do something.
2022, there was a shooting, and she's saying it was your.
Look,
brother.
so let's clarify, right?
There was two. There's a lot of shootings.
Well, yeah.
Jesus.
So let's clarify. Shooting is probably a fair verb when our staffer shoots an intruder, right? However, shooting committed by Tim Pool's brother, as if to imply he was trying to kill me, and committed as if to imply it was a crime. So a staffer here fired a shot. She's saying that she put shooting in quotes, I don't know why, and survived in quotes. Okay, I never said I survived the shooting.
So let me ask you this, because I don't know enough about this beef. Weren't you guys friends at one point?
I wouldn't say that we ever were like friends. It's weird the media said that too.
Like, I'm only learning about this stuff because of Charlie Kirk and the different world that exists. So I thought like you and Candace and Charlie and
I wasn't fully aware of that shooting, okay? But I want to tell you now that if this actually happened, I need to do some digging because this sounds like it sounds fishy right now.
you guys all talk to each other and different.
Sure.
So, but now it's
I would the
everything
reason
is the road is blazed, correct?
I don't think it's fair to say that Candace and I were ever friends because she had been on the show I think twice.
She was on your show though.
Yeah, for sure. And I'd been on her show.
Mm.
With Charlie, however, I actually texted with him.
Mm.
You know, I had his number, and I always try to be careful and say that it's tough because I don't want to be disrespectful.
Mhm.
If I were to come out and say Charlie and I were not friends, a lot of our mutual friends would be very offended by that statement because, like, what do you mean, dude? Charlie believed in you and he worked. Like, you guys teamed up. You were here at M-Fest. He texted you, but we didn't go golfing together. We didn't hang out. We didn't do anything like that. So with Candace, never talked to her. Booker booked her on the show. She came on the show. We talked. Said thanks for coming.
It was
Goodbye.
professional engagement.
Right. Yeah. With Charlie, it was a little bit more than that. Right. Like I would text him. I texted him about some stuff, and like I knew him. I knew Erica, and our team were also really good friends with his team and worked with them on a regular basis. So I always try to caveat that, which is kind of I think awful thing to do, but I think it's fair to say we're not drinking buddies. We weren't golfing or anything like that. But I think it would be hurtful to probably his friends and family if I said I wasn't friends with him, Yeah, but I think there's a combination of boredom, political disinterest, and fatigue that has created this world. And I do believe Candace Owens has a largely female audience, and now I'm going to be as offensive as possible as I can.
1 second before you go there, team. Okay, let me give you a second. Okay, I'm gonna put you in pause for a second. I'm gonna put you in timeout for a second. I don't think that the majority of the audience of Candace Owens are females. I don't think so. I think she has a well-balanced audience between male and female, between conservative and liberals, between Republicans and Democrats, between Christians and non-Christians. Okay, very, very well balanced. Do you know why? Because the content that she is bringing to us is not just well prepared, okay, but it's also well presented. Okay, I want you guys to hear this from me. Is that in addition to be well prepared, is well presented. Okay, and I think that's one of the things that Teams is missing on his show. I think Steven Crowder is pretty close to her when it comes to the team that he has together around. And then after that, I will say that the other person that I'm very, very, very inclined to say is the Sean Ryan show. That's another guy who, I mean, he got his stuff together. So
because someone pointed out to us, I think it was on the show, that Father Ripperger, you've probably never heard of him, but he's a very famous Catholic priest exorcist. And we did a show with him about exorcisms, and he said, demons refer to themselves in the third and in the plural and the third person. So they say we are legion. It's in the Bible. Demons refer to themselves as we and us. One of the things that you'll notice with a possessed person is they refer to themselves as we and us. Who else does that?
Crackhead Candace.
That's right. Candace refers to herself in the third person. I'm not kidding. She tweets in the third person. This is not a joke. This is meant to be serious. I'm being half joking because I'm not a Christian when I say that she's a demon, but she does use the we and us when she refers to herself, but she also tweets in the third person. She had a tweet at me where she says to blame the pending 2026 midterm loss on Candace Owens is wrong or something like that. And I tweeted like, why is she referring to herself in the third person?
Yeah, because she is protecting herself from lawsuits of defamation. That's it. Okay? Let me address the elephant in the room. It could be that she is possessed, but that's not for me to say. I'm not a preacher, okay? I am not a pastor or any of those, high elevated, Christians, individuals who can deal with this kind of things. I don't think that team is either qualified to say that.
That is another characteristic of demonic possession.
It's like
I hope that was offensive to someone claiming to be a Christian.
It's certainly a lack of self-confidence if you disperse like responsibility for your belief into the people around.
Disperse responsibility, 100%. That's what she's doing, protecting. That's a barrier that she's putting up
Around you and say like we think that you. I don't even like speaking for my wife. I'm not actually married at the moment, but when I find it gruesome when a married couple is like, well, we think that. I'm like, bro, let her speak for herself. Tell me what you think.
Wait, are you Christian?
No.
Are you Catholic?
I lapsed Catholic.
You what? Lapsed?
Yeah, that means
Meaning no
I grew up Catholic, but when I was like 12 or 13.
Yeah, he grew up Catholic and then he fell off the wagon. So anyway, guys, with that, I'm gonna leave you with that, guys, for tonight. I need to get ready for the next thing tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna be putting more videos like this for you guys every single night. Just come here between 8 and 9 o'clock. You're gonna see a live stream from me in the same setup, which is gonna be reviewing the videos that I think that are worthy of being reviewed. It might be Team, it might be PPD, maybe Sean Ryan, maybe I don't know. What's the name of that of the English guy? He interviewed Andrew Tate the other day. I will show you him tomorrow. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel. You guys are amazing. Bye.
Well.